Okay, so in this session, we're going to go ahead and do some EPDM patches. As you can see right here, we got a couple holes already marked out. There's a hole here and a hole here. My guy Stan here is going to go ahead and do some cleaner. He's going to do the same concept as you do the TPO. We're going to go ahead and clean it. Make sure you get it nice and clean. Now, not every EPDM is going to be this clean. It's going to have some stuff on it. It's going to be messy. It's going to be nasty. So let me just show you something right quick. If you come up here, I have everything marked out as scrub pads. So this is what we do here. This is called a scrub pad. So on the really nasty parts of the EPDM that are nasty, has built up, that's been there for years, you want to go ahead and take one of these. You don't have to rip it. You can use a hole. It's your choice. But you'll take it and you'll add cleaner to it. You'll go ahead, put some cleaner on it, and you'll just clean it, and this will get all the debris off. You'll go ahead and clean it nice and good. Now, even though this is brand new, you can see a little bit of black discoloration that's coming off. Okay, Stan, go ahead. Yep, and obviously you'll take a rag, you'll wipe it off. Okay, so what the next step to the process is going to be, you'll need to take some EPDM primer. This is specifically made for EPDM. EPDM primer, clean it, prep it, prime it. Stan, any more decision? So what we want to do here is he's going to hold it center of the hole, and he's just going to put a little dab on each of the corners, right? Now that's going to show him where he needs to prime, because you don't want primer way out here. It just looks dirty, and it looks like you don't know what you're doing. So you'll go ahead and square him off. And what you want to do is you want to wait for a flash time. They call it a flash time because this primer has chemicals in it, and it needs to flash off. So we'll let that dry. Sometimes if you're waiting around, you just take this guy right here. Yep. Just do this. Another important part of your patches is you need to round your corners. These are not pre-made patches. These are the patches that we cut ourselves. So as you can see, every corner is angled. Now what you want to do for your flash time, as you can see, nothing's coming up like that right there. I'll show you a demonstration of not so good primer. See that right there? Okay, this is flashed. That's not. See that? That's bad. You can't put your patch over this, because what's going to happen is when you put it down, it's not going to stick as much. See how it's not sticking to that? It's just not going to go as much as this. So we'll go ahead and trash this. Stan, this here's good. The basic rule of thumb is if you can take your finger like that and you can see it where nothing comes up, it's good to go. So he's going to go ahead and center up his patch. He's going to go ahead and stick it. Stan, hang on a second. Go ahead and peel this off. You're good. Here, it's fine. We'll go ahead and stick him down right there. Now what he's going to do is when he goes to roll it, he's going to roll it at a 45. You want to start in the center, 45 out, 45 out. Now what that does is it takes all the air and it pushes it out. Now he'll do the same thing this way. He'll push it out and he'll push all the air out. Now another important part to the process, this is called lap seal. This actually goes around. It's not recommended to doing it on this part of it, just along the cut edges. But I like to do the whole thing just because it makes it look better. Now what we're going to do is we're going to run a little thin bead all the way around the edges of this, right? You got a piece, Stan? Now you can use anything. It really don't matter what you use as long as it's a nice, let me see, here, we can just use this. You can use whatever you like, but what I do is I hold this at like an angle like this when you press down. Move this out of the way. And what it does is it just creates a little lump in there. It's like that. You don't have to try to make it pretty, but you want it to be enough to where it closes off your ends. Now that's basically an EPDM patch.